A man that can control his sexual desires is a dangerous man. We live in a world today where promiscuity is encouraged. There are many YouTube channels advising young men to go out there and sleep with as many women as possible, telling them that that's what real men do, and if you're an alpha, go out there and sleep with as many girls as possible. And that's just awful advice. It teaches young men to chase one high after the next. Casual, surface level interactions that won't bring any long-term fulfillment. Now look, sex is pleasurable. We all enjoy sex as men. But if you're not careful, this obsession with sex will ruin your life. You'll get the wrong woman pregnant one day after a night out. Now you have a baby with a woman that you don't love, that you just fucked. And now you're dealing with the consequences. You've got a child. And if you're not careful, maybe 2 or 3 kids. I mean, I have friends who have messed up badly. And they have to be in different cities every other weekend, taking care of these children that didn't decide to be born. They are a victim of the circumstance that has unfolded. Mum and dad don't love each other. They just fucked, rubbed genitalia, and went their separate ways. I mean, it's really empty. And I've spoken to some of my guy friends who have been obsessed with just hookup culture, and they've told me how empty they feel inside. There's a void that they're trying to fill, and they think maybe the next girl will fill that void. And the next, and the next, and they're chasing this never-ending, loop, The circuit don't finish. And it's sad to see. And if you're not careful, fellas, you'll fuck up your life. I want you guys to go out there and become men of value. I want you to derive fulfillment from the work that you do. I want you to get married to a woman that you find incredibly attractive. I don't want you guys to settle, per se. Right? I'm not telling you just to get with any woman and just get on with it. No. I want you to attract the woman that you really want to attract. But you see how I use the word attract? If your life isn't where you want it to be right now, sex should be the last thing on your mind. Why are you fucking when you're broke? You're broke, you don't have 2 nickels to rub together, you're behind on your payments, behind on your promises. And I know someone's going to argue with me in the comments, but Ali, money isn't everything. It's not. I agree with you. But if your life is an absolute wreck right now, you should be taking immediate action to try and resolve it. And if you prioritize your pleasure first over your responsibilities, you'll forever be immature. There comes a point in a man's life where, I have to handle responsibilities. I can't keep living this life. You can control your sexual output. You can control it. You can decide where to direct the sexual energy. You can direct it towards your goals, your creative endeavors, and you can make something out of your life. Or you can just prioritize sex, and you'll be a sex addict, probably broke, if I'm being honest. Because if you can't direct your sexual energy where you need it to go, you won't be focused. You won't stick to something and see it through until you become successful. You're constantly horny and looking to fuck. Now look, it's very normal to have this sexual energy running through your body, and I've said this before in videos. The urges are perfectly normal. You being horny is a good thing. It means you're a healthy male. And I want you guys to go out there and have a fulfilling sex life, of course. But you got to get your priorities in order, man. You can't be constantly chasing sex. Figure out your purpose, your life's work. What is that? Get your money right. Everything improves after that. And as I said earlier, you attract the situation that you really want. You're not settling for a situation. Right? In the same way that I believe you attract success, financially speaking, you also attract good people into your life when you better yourself. right? There's another saying, you attract what you are. If you're constantly attracting low caliber women, you're probably a low caliber man. So step up. Right? Keep those sexual urges under control. You're not a fucking wild animal. Human beings have the ability to say, you know what? No, I don't want to do that. You're not going to fucking die if you don't fuck for a couple of weeks or for a month. All right? Get your life in order, man. I'm telling you, that sexual energy is extremely powerful. It really is, man. And I've said this in several videos before. You know, even in the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill talks about sexual transmutation. Harness that sexual energy to become successful. He studied many of the world's most successful men and he noticed a pattern. They're not deranged animals who fuck hundreds of women. No. They control their sexual energy. And they harness it towards their goals. Or sorry, they exert it towards their goals. Now, I personally believe that it's much more fulfilling being in a long-term relationship with a woman, getting married, having kids. That's more fulfilling than just sleeping with thousands of women. There comes a point where, you know what? You realize, and for some men, they don't realize until they make a mistake, a serious mistake. They have a baby with a woman. It doesn't bring you fulfillment long-term. All right, fellas, it takes a lot of fucking focus, man. It really does, to make something out of your life. It really does. You got to fucking sit down and knuckle down for a few years to make something of your life. And if you're not careful, the years will fly by. You'll look back and you'll think, wow, where did the last 5 years go? I was a horny bastard fucking every single day, every single weekend. And as a result, I've got nothing to show for it right now but 2 baby mamas, 2 kids that I didn't want. I don't want that to be you guys. I want you to be able to look back at the last 5 years and think, wow, man, look at what I've achieved. This is incredible. I'm so proud of myself for staying focused. Yes, it was challenging. Yeah, I wanted to go out there and fuck everything. But you know what? I'm proud of myself for controlling my sexual energy and directing it towards my goals. Because look at me now. Now I have an abundance of choice. Now high caliber women want me. And now I can choose who I want. I'm a desired man. I'm a top 5% man. Alright, fellas? Control your fucking sexual energy, man. It's powerful shit, man. Harness it. Don't let it go to waste. Do not let it go to waste. And you better not be busting nuts all over yourself. Alright, fellas? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like. Comment down below as well. Let me know what you think. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next video.